Hello beautiful souls, this is Vinita Kumar, also known as Twinflameunion, bringing you guys August collective reading. For those that are new to my reading or even new to this channel, just know that this is timeless. Whenever you actually look at the messages is when it's meant to come your way. So as usual, I always say take what resonates and toss the ones that do not. You don't have to take everything as it comes, or you can take it all. I'll leave that up to you. For those that are new to this channel, please do not forget to hit like, share and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell to so that you're not missing any future videos. There's lots of stuff that I always put in this channel, so you may want to take a look at my other stuff that I've got that will help you in your journey further along. If you want to book any private sessions with me, you can do that as well. Link is in the description box. All that information is on my website. You can purchase and book directly from there. Any twin flame reading you want to do, you can do that as well. And I also want to add that 10% of Twinflameunion sales also go to charity. And I always keep forgetting to mention this. I've got actually a workshop that's coming up. By the time this video airs, you will only be able to catch the empath training workshop that I've got on August 7th, and that is also live and recorded, so you may want to check that one out. I'm already channeling and creating the workshop, and I want to say that it's nothing that is out there in the internet or whoever is offering it. It's very, very different. It's very, very unique, and it's going to be very, very powerful for the ones that are signing up for it. So yeah, you may want to check that one out as well. It's under training in my menu section, sorry. So you can have a look at that workshop. I don't actually tell you what it is. It's kind of I'm tight-lipped on it. I'm not actually describing anything in my website, and neither the participants, because it's actually very, very I just want it to be in the moment of, but it's I'm excited to teach it. I know that some of the collectives that did take my journal scripting, they found that very, very useful, and they've applied it in their journey, and they are getting some really good results. Journal scripting is going to be for Saturday, which is tomorrow, but yeah, by the time this airs, you guys won't make it to the cut. But know that every 2 months I will actually post the both of the workshops. So yeah, for those that want to take advantage of that, you can actually go ahead and purchase the tickets and see what comes forward, or even save up for it. It's not that expensive. It's actually pretty decently priced, so you may want to have a look at that. So with all that, before we dive deep into the reading, let's hit it. And welcome back. As usual, I've got some of the upcoming energies that are coming forward sorry, we are in July, but yeah, we're to the end of the July here, and we're going into August. So this is the August upcoming astrology and some of the dates that you may want to check out. Now, if you want to read further on some of these dates that are here, you may want to check out Tanaza's Forever Conscious website. She's got all the articles pertaining to this, so you can actually read in depth on that as well. Here I'm just highlighting it because you know, that's what I normally do, but yeah, I have to actually dive into the reading, and so I don't go too detailed on that. August 2nd, we've got Venus that's trining Uranus. So you want to maybe have a look at what that means. I'm not an astrologer, I always say that, but I always like how Tanaz words it, and actually take a look at what she's always writes about, because, you know, it just gives me an idea what kind of energies are coming forward for the upcoming month. August 6th, we have Sun that's squaring Uranus. This is a very important one, August 8th. It's very, very potent and very, very powerful. And it doesn't land so powerfully with the way that it is, but in this case it is. So you guys, now you got to pay attention to it. You may want to actually book sessions with healers, because you'll get really, really good results. August 8th is the new moon in Leo sign, as well as the Lionsgate portal. So that's 2 Leos and that's 2 8s. You may want to check that out. It is very, very powerful. It is very, very potent. And for those that have signed up for my empath training, this will be actually really good for you guys as well. You did the right thing, because August 7th is my empath training, and August 8th is the Lionsgate portal. So you will actually get the remnants of whatever happens in the workshop on the 8th. You'll get some really nice downloads. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. You get what you pay for. So I always say that. And those that actually purchase this, you actually made the best investment in your journey. So be very, very proud of that. You've got August 15th, Venus is in Libra. August 19th, you've got Uranus that's going to go into retrograde mode. And August 22, you've got full moon in Aquarius. So you've got that going as well. And then, of course, August 22, 23rd, we are going into the Virgo astrology season. So it's going to be the sun is going to go into Virgo sign. And then August 29th, you've got moon wobble. So you may want to read up on that, what that means to have that. We don't really have much going on in August, which is good, but it is pretty powerful with the Lionsgate portal and new moon in Leo. So yeah, that was the overall messages. And as usual, what I have done is I've actually already pre-shuffled all the cards so that it doesn't tie up too much airtime. So we'll dive deep into it. I start with the tarot usually. So and as usual, for my regular viewers, you know that I always list the decks as they are showing up here in the reading. So yeah, as soon as these look how big they are. So, you know, if you see me going uncomfortable, it's because my fingers are not that long. My twin flames are, but not mine. Tiny joke here. 2 of Cups. First cut. And we've got the 5 of Wands on the other side. So 5 of Wands is all about, you all know what 2 of Cups is. I don't have to explain you that. 5 of Wands is all about, you know, competition. It could be competition with other people. It could be competition with self. It could be conflict with self. It's kind of, you know, in that kind of energy, right? So yeah, let's see what else wants to come. Like I said, I've already pre-shuffled these cards, so I don't have to do that too much. But on the deck, we've got 7 of Wands, and that's the energy anyways. It's about not wanting to give up on anything. You know, you're standing stance on your beliefs and your ideas and your ideology. So you're not really wanting to give up, and that's the energy that I kind of notice with even the Five of Wands, because it's the conflict, it's the competition, right? It's the competition card. So when in Seven of Wands comes, it's kind of similar energy of that. What else? Okay, so the first card that shows up here is the Ten of Swords, sorry. So Ten of Swords is finishing a cycle. And if you can look at this guy, he's laying on the ground. He's a soldier, and he's tired of this battle. He's tired of just in general fighting for whatever he's been fighting, and all the swords are on his back, and he's just done with it. So this is sort of a end of the cycle, I want to say, and it's coming very heavily. There's so many cycles, you know, in a soul's journey, in a twin flames journey. So, you know, that is a complete of one cycle. Then we've got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is talking about movement, and whoever I'm channeling for, or maybe all of you, if you were very burdened and very tired with something that you were working on, you're done with, and now you're moving forward swiftly, because the Knight of Wands is all about really fast movement. So yeah, you're moving away very quickly from that cycle, and yeah, if there was any projects that you guys were working on, the Eight of Wands is here. The Eight of Wands is all about electronic movement. It could be anything to do with computers, science. It could also talk about communication, because that is the communication card, and it's that Knight of Wands about that movement of you know, in a very swift way, right? So we'll take one more card here and see how this ties up to the rest of the card spread, as well as the bottom of the deck. One more card. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is talking about, it's the energy, it's not the person. And the energy is saying that with Queen of Swords, how she does it, she is always very, very clear and concise in what she wants in life. And again, it's not gender specific, it's the energy that I'm channeling. And she's very, very fast at cutting things that no longer serve and moving on to something bigger and better. And 1 second, I just want to show you like how this is tying up even with this, because that's the energy, you know, like the movement, right? And that these two talk about the movement, and that's again the Queen of Wands, that is Queen of Swords, that is chopping away whatever is not serving her. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got, in this deck, we've got the Lord. The Lord is going to be the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is talking about, it's a very spiritual card, and it talks about the spiritual journey aspect. So it's nobody specific that I'm channeling, it's just talking about the journey itself. So yeah, it is very on point, because you guys are kind of finishing a really burdensome cycle, and you're done with this cycle, and now you're moving forward to another cycle, and that's going to be a little bit more better, because it's again part of the spiritual journey, because yeah, the Lord is here, and the Lord does talk about the Hierophant energy, which is the spiritual awakening, the spiritual journey. It's very, very spiritual. So yeah, it's something to do with your spiritual journey that is going to be lining up a little bit better than how it was in the past months even, perhaps. So with that, we're gonna go into the next part. You know, in the beginning, sometimes it doesn't make sense what I say until the rest of the cards kind of show up. So just see how this kind of ties on to the rest of the reading, because it really, really clarifies the tarot spread once once I start pulling the other ones. Judgment. See, when I was talking about the spiritual awakening and the spiritual journey, judgment in a typical tarot deck, if you know Archangel Gabriel is blowing, you know, Gabrielle, I think it's her, because sometimes, you know, they are unisex too. I have always thought of Gabrielle as her, but you know, some may differ on that, but you know, again, it's your perception of the angels, right? So you know, Gabrielle is always blowing that trumpet, and it's the awakening part, it's the spiritual awakening, and this is why the Lord is here. So that's why I say sometimes, you know, it doesn't make sense how I, you know, word it in the tarot, but the rest of the card will tell you otherwise here. So at the bottom of the deck we've got Judgment. I won't take it, but you know, I'll always show you guys, and that's the if you look, this is the you know, the purple color. So and the purple is all about the intuition part, so it's very, very spiritual color, and it's to do with your third eye. So let's see what else wants to come. Okay, so I've got two flyers here. First one is trust. This always comes up in my collective reading, and if you actually rewind back, you'll actually see that with the other videos. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly, and sometimes when you're on a soul's journey, you don't really trust the whole process, right? You're always you know, doubting what's coming up, or you know, the cycles that's coming, the cycles that are ending, the cycles that are starting. So the whole point is to trust that process. Relationships is the next one. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher goods, and that is so true, because when you're on a soul's journey, even if you are not you know, doing this, the universe will do that for you. Just a few days ago, I went for dinner with a friend of mine, and there was another person that was supposed to show up. We both knew him, and he was a childhood sort of like acquaintance, common acquaintance, and he made a last-minute excuse, and he decided not to show up for our dinner. And my friend was telling me, oh, you know, he did, you know, he just canceled last minute. And I'm like, I'm not surprised, because here I am, I'm actually channeling the empath training energy, and I've got so much stuff that I'm doing. So if the universe does not want me to align with the right people with the right energy, they will just do a really good job. And I actually trust that process totally, because that's what it is. It's the work of the higher selves, because yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to be just tuning in with the people that are of the high energy, so that I'm able to provide the best services or the best knowledge that I can come up with the right energy. So yeah, I wasn't surprised at all, and I told her about it, because yeah, she knows that I kind of do this, and so I just explained it to her the way that I understand it. So yeah, just know that the relationship aspect is going to be chopped off by the universe, and that's the number one sign, one of the biggest signs to know that you're actually transiting into the 5D frequency. So yeah, people and things that do not serve you, the universe will do a fast job. So and that's always a good thing. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So we always look at failure as something that's not good, but without making any mistakes, you know, you will never learn from it, right? The other one is abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Is so true, and it's associated with the root chakra, and root chakra, if your root chakra is not balanced, you won't be able to manifest a lot of things, because your manifesting power actually comes from the root chakra. It begins from there, and then it moves up to the solar plexus. So those are the two most powerful manifesting chakras, if you really want to know. If some healers blow through the chakras, you know, I do that. So you know, you get the best you know, best you know, like healing out of it. So because yeah, you know, it's very important to use that. Worry. And if some of you have been worried about things, then yeah, just try not to worry about things. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So yeah, for those that are worried about a lot of things that are happening in your life or not happening, try not to worry too much. So because worrying never actually helps anybody for in a long term. So reconsider. So that's at the bottom of the deck. Reconsider could be re-strategizing some of your way that you were doing things. It could be any matters of your life. So you may want to, if it's something that you haven't been able to manifest or be able to overcome, just reconsider and take a different strategy. Improving health. For those that see, the ones that I channel, I know that a lot of you are working on your health. I in fact did that that weight loss video last week, and it was actually viewers' request. Some of you guys are really focusing on your health, and for those that are, you guys are on the right path, because the whole point of having abundance in everything is to have abundance in all areas of your life, and your health is very important, because at the end of the day, if your health is not correct, there is nothing else that you can do. It's the last if your health is not well, you're not able to go and earn money, you're not able to look after yourself, and everything else will start failing in your life. So the best and the most important thing is to also make sure that you're in the best health, you know, as possible as you can be. Sometimes some things are hereditary from your ancestors and your family line, but regardless, you know, you are aware of what they are, and you are taking the best health care that is available. So yeah, just take care of all that. Listen to the doctor's advice, and also be open to any natural way of remedies as well, because those things also work in conjunct with the medical aspect of it. So yeah, and do focus on your health. If some of you haven't been doing that, you should be, because that should be a really strong indicator to do that as well. What else, Spirit? So we've got a no here, and I don't know what the no is. If some of you were asking any question during the beginning of the reading, or if you had any questions in mind, then the answer is no. I'm channeling a lot of people here, so take as it resonates with what is coming up here. And for those that, you know, before that you had improving health, and for those that felt that, oh, my health is amazing, I don't have to worry about that, I don't have to improve my health, then the card has shown up as saying no, you can always make an improvement in your health, and you can always improve in something or the other. So that could be another way of looking at it. If some of you didn't think that you have health issues, or you know, you don't have to focus on your health or improve your health, and the answer is no, you do. So what else, Spirit? 2 more cards. Okay, so see, It's success is one. So for those that are, I'm gonna talk about, because a lot of these stuff is related to recovery and success. I want to say improving health, the answer, whatever you guys were asking about, no, and then recovery is here and success is here. So if some of you were dealing with something that was it could be you're waiting a test results or something that's happening in your life, and you weren't sure of what was the answer. So if that was something that, again, I'm channeling so many people to take as it resonates, it could be the answer is no to that as well, and you've got recovery there. So, and you're going to improve your health and you're going to be meeting with success. So take as you resonate with that within the next few weeks, and that's that could be a timeline for some of you regarding that. All of these cards that showed up here, it was more to do with health. So yeah, however way the health aspect applies in your life, you know what that is. So go with that. Let's see what else wants to come. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we've got empowerment. I don't know if you can see that. And what this talks about, when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's the force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. So yeah, some of you probably needed that empowerment. Feelings. And this one talks about emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so that they no longer hold me captive. So that's feelings. By the way, I'm sweating like crazy because it's really, really hot today, and I had to close the window. I wanted some fresh breeze, and it was just way, way too noisy for this to be even recorded. We've had a really bad summer this year. We haven't seen rain in 2 months, and that's very unlikely in British Columbia that it happens, because, you know, we are very spoiled that way. Very privileged and very spoiled, but clearly I don't live up north enough, you know, because this summer has been something crazy, and yeah, it's not fun. We don't do well to heat. And I don't envy those that live in, you know, hotter countries, because I don't know how you guys do it, to be honest with you. I have no idea. Yeah, and this is why I didn't feel like dressing up today, and you know, it was just too hot for me, and yeah, it was just not very fun. Change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need to do is to take that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. Sometimes, you know, we are so hell-bound or hell-bent in looking at the overall picture, but that's not what you should be doing, because you can go into that panic mode really, really quickly. So the best thing that you can do is you can just focus on one step at a time. You've probably heard that all your life. Take one step at a time, and that's what this is talking about. You can't be expecting to do everything all at once. Just take one action per time, one step at a time, and you'll do better than looking at the overall you know, project or idea that you've got, or things that you want to manifest, or you know, anything. Because yeah, it's usually a one you know thing endeavor, right? It's never everything all at once. Being enough. The innermost heart says you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change, no need to grow more deserving. You, yes, you are love. There you go. And last card. Oh, wow. I like abundance, and again, we have abundance. So that's good. Divine Beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. That's that. Doubt. Now that goes hand in hand with fear, the fear card that showed up here, or even the trust. I'll actually read that out again to you guys. And this is at the bottom of the deck. Failure. I understand that a mistake can only be an opportunity to learn. And that's that failure. And we've got even the worry too, because yeah, they are all interconnected, right? Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So that's trust, because yeah, they all go hand in hand with this word. And this is the worry card. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And let's see what this actually officially says. And that was the doubt card at the bottom of the deck. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises. But you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. That's so true. So that was that. And I've got a few more I'm pulling. It's a shorter reading. I think, yeah, I've got actually a few more decks to go through, but it's breezing through really fast, so it could be a shorter reading. And I don't mind that, because I said, like I said, it's so hot, and I'm not able to even open the window here. So, you know, we'll see. Hopefully I'll breeze through this reading here. I'm running out of space here. I'm gonna actually, because I don't like doing that, I'm gonna just move it like so, because I always come back to my cards. You guys know that, for those that are regular viewers. So I'm gonna move it like this, because yeah, then I can refer to it and go back to some oops, I pulled a wire here. Anyways, it's this cord here. It's attached to my phone. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, ask for help. Did we get that? No, we didn't. Why do I feel that we did? No, we didn't. Okay. What is it that you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So for those that sometimes are in dire need of, you know, help, ask your angelic beings and your guides to help you, to show you the way as well. So yeah. Okay, we've got do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. So there's always things that you can be doing in your journey as well. You don't have to always just focus on yourself. You can actually focus on your loved one, you know, to your pet, or anything that pertains to it, really. Because there's so many things that you can do. You can do some community support, you can do some charity work, right? You can do all sorts of things like this. I know that I do with my with my mission work. That's part of it, and that's I do my best to do these kind of. I used to do fundraisers until actually I inbuilt that permanently in my mission work, where I actually now donate to large organizations, because if you do your part, you'll have abundance coming your way as well. So yeah, it's not only about you and your twin flame and romance with them. There's so much more that you can give back to the community. So yeah, do the best you can. You can even do street cleaning. You can do anything. You don't have to plant some trees. Plant some flowers, do anything of that nature, right? Do anything that is giving back to the world. You can recycle. There's so many ways you can do that. You can actually give, I do this all the time. It's something that I've always done, so I never really look at this as something that I'm doing out of my way. It's things that no longer serve me. I always find a home for it, and I also donate a lot of that stuff in goodwill charity as well. I'm not a hoarder, and there is nothing that in my house, if it doesn't serve any purpose, it goes, and that's how I've always done it. I had a brand new coffee maker because I don't drink coffee, and it was mainly for my guests. And what I found is that it's been sitting for a year now, and nobody's been brewing anything there. It was a Keurig one, so I ended up actually giving it away to somebody that uses it, because it's sitting there. Any guests that come, they actually always want my signature chai tea that I make, and everybody's very, very familiar with it, so that's what they prefer having. So I found that I wasn't using that coffee maker all that much for the guest, and it is what it is at this point. So you always get rid of things that no longer serve you. So there's other ways that you can actually continue giving back, right? So the next one is be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So that's the next card. Two showed up. Actually a few, so I'm not going to take that because I'll actually want only two. Turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. And the last one. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. And that goes hand in hand to what I was saying, do something for someone else. So yeah, I want to say that that's what that means. It's another clarifier to that. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Listen with listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to know. Okay, I'm not reading this right. You're listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. Okay. So for some of you, if somebody is telling you their problems, or there's something going on with them, some of you are really good listeners. So if there's something happening like that in your in your life with your friends or family, try to give them that listening ear, right? So let me see here. So that was a lot of messages, right? Not bad. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And that's so true, because you know, happiness comes from within you. You have to become that happiness. You have to be that happiness, right? So you can't expect anybody to give you happiness, or anything to give you happiness. You know, it's something that it has to come from within you. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. New beginnings. What else? Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So if some of you were rushing into something, some kind of projects, or some kind of anything that's happening, the spirit is saying, or some decisions, right? And try to sit back and not take any drastic decisions. Trust. Again, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So that's that. Trust. What else? Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Reflection. And bottom of the deck. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. And that's so true, right? And that's what I was saying, that you have to you know, find that happiness from within you, and try to do the best you can in focusing on your journey. Last but not the least, let's see here, messages from your twin flame. This is concluding the reading. I know I was saying that it's going to be a short one because, yeah, I'm too hot to do this, and well, look wise, I don't know, I'll leave it to you guys. But yeah, it's very, very hard to film in this weather. I'm ready to give you equal love and devotion as you are to me. And it's messages from your twin flame. We are heading into a new cycle of our connection, and that kept coming up in the reading anyway, so that is true for some of you. I am sorry. You have no idea how much you mean to me. So to some of you that needed to hear this, here it is. I wasn't completely honest on telling you how I felt about you. That's so true with a lot of DMs. They never really, you know, conveyed, even though you know that that's not the case. They did convey in some funny way or the other. But yeah, they don't really convey that all that well. I'm a secret that you cannot hide. I'm a version of you that you cannot forget. This was a channel song, a Bollywood song, and I never got too many songs that, you know, felt like that he was telling me much, other than the one that he sang to me. But yeah, this one was one of the songs that I felt he kept coming up, so that ended up coming in my deck. So. I am bored of this life without you. You excite and tantalize me like no other. I was wearing a mask when I met you, and that's That's so on point with what he was saying, that he wasn't completely, when I say he or she, it's not gender specific, that they were not completely honest on telling you how they felt about you, right? So this is very, very true, that they were definitely wearing that mask when they met you. I fantasize and romanticize our moments together all the time. You know, like I said, with the twin flame connection, it's never one-sided. If you reminisce some of the moments that you had with them, and you remember some of the things that they said that stuck on to you, just know that it goes both ways. They definitely feel the same way about you, and they also remember those moments as well. So it never is really one-sided. I am crazy about you. I wish you could sense just how much. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Let's have a look. Please do not give up on us. I need you. So this concludes the August reading. A little shorter than my usual, but I apologize. It's going to be less chaotic next month, August being. Typically, it's not a very, very hot weather. Well, it's still in the middle of summer, but this is not the way that BC works. But again, BC has been giving us different stories here with heat warnings, so I don't know. It hasn't rained. Hopefully, it's not that hot when I'm trying to film next month's reading going for September. Anyhow, this was Twin Flame Union. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. And with that, this is me signing off.